Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. Now what we are going to do, how to learn Linux. So answer is very simple. Everything is all about the command. Everything is all about the command. So here we need to learn all these commands. Remember that these commands will be installed at the on top of shell. So everything is all about the commands. Now how many commands you may have to interact with it? What I did, I consolidated all the commands and put it up here. You see here how many commands? 1, 2, 2, 9. These are the tools, commands are available in the Linux. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 9. So it's not, no, it's not possible to complete in fact in next 2-3 months also. If you try to complete this, so many commands, because we have these many commands, we have 1, 2, 2, 9. I mean, it's a minimum, okay? And then each commands you have a tens of options, parameters, huge cases and all. So that is a little challenging for everyone. So if you really want to learn Linux, don't try to learn everything, because you will not be able to complete everything in your lifetime actually. So many things we have, okay? Because your focus is not only Linux. Let's say, think about in this way. In Windows, do you know everything? No, but still you can work on Windows every day. Correct now? So try to get the knowledge which is required you to work with it, not everything. Okay? Are you understanding me, all of you? All of you? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. So now, first thing you should focus, shell. So how many shell we have? If you remember the kernel discussion, shell we had it on top of kernel. So how many shell we have? So many shells we have. One of the popular shell which we have is sh, and then second one is bash. These both shell is default. There are many other shells also. List of Linux shells, if you see that, list of Linux shell. So here you see bash shell we have, corn shell we have, tcsls we have, c shell we have, Borne shell we have, zss shell we have, this uh, what do you say? I forgot this name. Um, hmm, in Windows, what shell we have? I missed that immediately. The name. PowerShell. PowerShell we have. PowerShell we have. PowerShell we have. Windows PowerShell. So many shells we have with us. Okay. So many shells we have. So one of the shell which you should focus on it, Bash shell, because we all are using the same shell. Okay. So now next one is, okay, once you logged in, what you need to do. So there is a user command and there is a administrator command, admin command. The user commands you need for daily uses, and admin command you need to work, you need to know for, administrated work or something like that. So what I have done, I have created one blog, and in that I have written all the user commands. So Linux command, just type it, and user command, let me write here. So if you want to work with Linux, these are the commands you should know at least. In this blog, you have hundreds of commands to use for. Okay. So it's very important for all of you. So some of the commands which is ls to listing the files, pwd for current directory, knowing the current directory, mkdir for creating a directory, rm for deleting a file, rf to deleting a directory, cp for copying the files, move mv for moving the files, for soft link ln, creating a touch fake files, displaying the file using cat, head to see the first few lines of top lines of files, tell for the last lines of files, count, word count, wc, ls again, cut to cut the specific section of the files, awk for searching certain pattern in the file, diff to compare between the two files, shorting the files, and again doing all this stuff. So this all commands you have to again practice it, and then only you will able to understand this. Without, again, if I talk about these commands at a high level, or if I show you the demo for each and everything is not possible, but yeah, some of the things important one I can show you the demo, but rest of the things you have to practice it. So how do you get started with this practice? So some of the important command which I feel you should know, and there is a certain explanation needed for it. So for that, I'm going to give it to you. So something like how to find file. So there is one command called find command. How to search pattern in files. S. So there is a command for it, grep. There's a command for it, sed also, and there's a command which we have awk also. These three commands will help you for that. Now, how to archive and compress. So this is the things. So here there's one command which is called zip and unzip. We have another command which we have tar. Another command we have uh, jzip and gunzip. So these are the utility which you use it for this. Now, how to set up permissions? There's one command we have, permission and ownership. So this command you should know, and that is chmod and chown. Okay, so these are the commands you should know that. I'm talking about all these are users command, okay, not administration commands. Now, how to see system details like CPU, RAM, disk, and all stuff like that. So there's a one command which we have free, one command we have ps, we have top, we have du hyphen, du command, df command. So these are the important commands we have. Now, one more category which we have is how to install, remove package. So for that, we have, let's say for CentOS, we have yum. For Ubuntu, we have apt. So these are the important command which I feel for the every users should understand, apart from this command which I have mentioned here. Are you understanding, all of you? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so now let's start practicing it. So here, let's first start with this one. Let's say I want to install one software. So what operating system we have? Let me close few window, confusing me. So this is the Ubuntu. Okay. So in case of Ubuntu, you need to have apt. So git is there, is there. Let me, http is there, not there. Apache 2 is there, not there. Which Apache 2? It's not there. So I want to install the software. So what do we do in this case? So I should know the package name. So here I'm installing Apache right now. So apt get install Apache 2. Now Apache 2, I know the package name, so I'm doing it. If you don't know the package name, you should refer the product manuals for that and you can get it. So here Apache 2, I installed it. Now it says, hey, I don't have a permissions for doing that. So only admin can do that. So there is a two way. Either you run a sudo being the same user and then try to install it. It will ask you the password and then install it. Or you become sudo -s, you become a root itself. It's up to you. And then run this command without a sudo, then it will work for you. So apt install Apache 2. Yes, I want to install it. Done. Let me see the Apache 2 is installed or not. Which Apache 2 is there. I want to start this application. So service, I want to start this. How do you do that? Systemctl start. Systemctl is a command to start the services. Okay. Just like you have a services.msc right here. And here you can start and stop the services. Here, start and stop. So same way systemctl. It will work in the CentOS also. It will work in the Windows also. So systemctl start Apache 2 and see it's the status and it's running. Now you want to stop it. I think you know that. So stop it Apache 2 and now it's not running. Simple. So this is the way you can install the applications and start this application and use it. So let me start this one more time. So right now, clear the screen here. Now you see the status running. Okay. So now you have Apache installed. Okay. Now how do we access it? So Apache is running on 80 ports. So curl http localhost enter is accessible. But can I access from outside? So I'll need the IP address. This is the one. And go to this one, hit enter. See accessible. So sometime this port will not be open. So by right now the firewall is in disable. I think that's the reason you are able to access it. But in Ubuntu you have UFW enable firewall. No, UFW enable. That's all. And okay, yes. See now, firewall is active and enabled. So how do I activated firewall? Here. Now mind it here, there's a different command for systemctl. There's a different command for enable and firewall that in CentOS. So you have to locate that as per the operating system. So now if I see that, see that's still it's looking for the pages, loading. So not. So I enable disable the firewall. That means it's completely enabling or completely disabling. But you should create an exception for the port number and all. So those commands you will find it out accordingly. So I'll just disable it. UFW disable. This command will work only in the Ubuntu. Okay. So now I got it. So are you understanding all of you here?
Yes.
Okay. Now here, how do we find the files? Guys, understand this. Finding the files and finding the pattern in the files is a different thing. So when you want to find the files, then you have to use the find command, and trust me, find has a very lots of combinations. So let's say if you want to know all the combination for the find command, man, man means manual, and find, enter. See, so many options you have, tens of options you have. Again, I don't want you to get into the lost of it. Depends on your requirement, try to find out. So for example, there is a one file, let me find out. There's a file under the tmp, let me see. There's no file, so under the etc, see there's a file which is called this one. So I want to find a file, so find where dot means current location, here etc, this is the file, enter. So find etc and name of the file, here it is. I'll just give some other name, no results. Okay, so this is the find command. Now you can use the find the file by name, by the owner, by the size, by the modification date, by the created date, and by all means. Actually, there's so many ways available. So I would suggest you to come here, go for Linux, search for command find, and here you see, click on this, and I would suggest you practice all this thing. Okay, all this, spend some 20-30 minutes, understand each and everything, and try to get it the practice for it. Okay, so this is important for you. Now if you want to find a pattern in the file, then these are the commands which you can use it. By the way, these are the commands, but also editor also. So sed is a editor. This editor is very powerful actually. You can use this editor for not only finding the pattern in the file, but also uh, search and replacement also, regular expressions also, and so many things. Grep is easy to do that. Okay, so let's say I'm creating one file, go for here, and one file which I'm creating, vi raj.txt, enter, and here something I'm typing, and Raju. So Raju is a, see, so if I want to search for grep raj.txt, Raju, so Raju, raj.txt, and see it has come. Now if you want to search for something which is not exist, you don't have. You want to search regular I mean hold recursively whole directory, so you can give it grep hyphen r, and Raju you want to search, and dot. All the files it will search like this. So grep is very powerful. Again, you can check this man grep, and hell lot of options you have, more than 30-40 options you have, and regular expressions also you will have it. So I would suggest you uh, here practice once at least grep. Here all this combination has been given in this page. This will help you, to become a little pro. So lots of combinations which you have. Now similar way you can use a sed also. Here this is the example for sed, and similar way awk also can be used. Now let me tell you, if you become a master in these three commands, okay, you will save lots of time while working with the Linux, because Linux you have hundreds and hundreds of files, and you want to find certain patterns, certain you want to replace it, or something you want to do. So these three commands, which is basically time saving, lots of things can be done. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes, Rajesh.
Can you repeat the grep one actually? So
Grep, sed and awk, all these things you can use for pattern, means this is a pattern in a file or files, and using that you want to search for it. Okay, so like that pattern. If you want to find a file, then this. But if you want to find some files based on certain pattern content of the file, this commands. Okay, so now how to archive? So these are the, see, understand this way. Zip, there's a two things, archive and compress. Archive means it will not compress, only it will put the all the files together in one file. That's called archive. Compress means reducing the size. So zip has a both the capability, archive and compress. But tar is archive only. JZip is compress only. Remember that. So if you combine these two, you will have a better results compared to zip. That's the reason you might be seeing lots of internet based file. You see the tar gzip ball, something like that. So let me show you that. So here there is one directory snap. I want to create a zip file. Zip is not installed. What to do? I think you know by now. Install this. Done. So now if I zip it, see here, zip file created. Now I'll delete this file rm-rf snap, and you see here that file is not there. Unzip snap.zip, and here you have it. So this way you can zip and unzip. You want to create a tarball, tar -c for create vf uh, snap.tar and snap directory. See here you created tarball. This tarball you want to compress it. So gunzip and sorry gzip, not gunzip, opposite. Gzip, gunzip for untar it, okay? And you see here this one. So you want to gzip, and here already it was there, so like this. Sorry, gzip, it's already there. So like this. So here you can, whether you want to do this one or combine with these two, is up to you. Now next thing is how to change the permission and ownership of the file. Okay, so permission means what? Let me show you. Clear the screen. If you see that LRT in detailed view, see this is the file and this is the permission. There's a directory and there's a permission. Let me copy this here in the this one. Okay, so D for directory. If it is nothing, that means file. So remove this first line. Okay, now this is your permission to this file, a directory, and this is your permission to this file. So now this, you just look at it, and here you have to divide this part into three. One, two. So this is read, write, execute, read, write, execute, read, write, execute. But for whom? So this read and write execute for owner. So owner have only right now read and write permission. Here this is for the group, the user who's a part of the same group which owner is part of it. So read only, and here others who's not a owner, who's not a part of the same group which owner is, others, which this is the one. So here if you see, owner has a read and writable access, group has a read only access, others also has a read access. How do you change this? So here understand this, R carries the 4 weightage, W carries the 2 weightage, and execute carries the 1 weightage. So altogether, if you want to assign the full access, 7. Correct now? Hello? Hello?
Okay.
So this is 7. So I want to give the full permission to owner. So what do you have to do? 7. Okay. I want to give only read access 4. I want to give no access 0. So this command 6chmod change the mode of it 740 and the file name is raj.txt. So that means you are changing the permission with 740. If you want group to have all access 7, others 7. If you want only read plus execute access, no writable access 755. And this is the ideal for executing any script actually 755. Let me show you. I'm running this command. And now if you see the table for this, you see here, remove the first one, divide into 3, read write access full, read and executable, read and executable. So this is the way you can change the permission using chmod. Are you understanding, all of you? All of you?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you want to change the owner of the file, so right now owner is root only. Let's say you want to change the owner of this file. So this is the group name, this is the username, and he's the owner of this. So can we change this? Yes, chown, that's a command. How do I do that? So I have to have a created one user add Rajesh. Here I create, oh, Rajesh is already exist in this machine. Oh yeah, correct. So I want to uh, change the ownership. So what should I do? Chown, okay, Rajesh user name and group name Rajesh and then file name. Because I'm able to change the permission because I'm the root, so I can do that. And now you see that changing the ownership. So this is the way you can do that. So guys, here you should practice this one. Again, this tutorial will help you. Chmod, many combinations here you have. Chown, many combinations you have here. Okay, so please practice it and then understand this. Now, some of the commands which you want to know about the system information. For example, how much memory free you have. Look at this. Free -h, if you add, it will be in the GB. Okay. So you see that how many processes running as a root user, how many process you are running in the entire system. Top, which are the process, CPU, RAM, and all kind of things. So complete details you want to see. Top, see here. These are the processes running, I mean application running, how much CPU, memory, swap memory, sleeping, load average, number of users, uptime, everything you have it details. Spend some time here. Okay. Also understand this column. Okay. So you will do the stuff. Okay. Now, if you want to see the any size of the file, so du-sh 4 KB. So du command you can use for the checking the files of the size of directory of files or directory. But if you want to say the system mounts like my computer or something like that, so df-kh, these are the mounts you have available in the system. So yeah, these are the fundamental information you have to get it. Now there's one thing which is called editor. Guys, there's so many editors we have in Linux. Okay, don't try to learn everything. I just said try to learn only the things which will get you. So many, see, so many editors, different people, different preference you can use. Now the one editor which I must insist you to know it, that's a vi editor. So vi editor is installed default actually. So how do we work with it? Vi editor. So vi editor means to edit certain files you need an editor, like a notepad is the one editor. So vi is for Linux. Sorry. So how do we work with it? So let me work with the vi, and if there's a file you want to create, let's say raja.txt, this file is not exist, but it will be created when you save it. So you are opening up raja. Now this is a read only mode. Okay, I repeat, this is a read only mode. You cannot type anything. Oh, I'm converting to the right one. See, can you see that bottom section? All of you, what is there?
Insert.
Insert. So it's a edit mode actually. If you press escape, read only mode, I insert mode, escape, read only mode, I insert mode, escape, read only mode, I insert mode. Always remember escape versus I. So right now insert mode. Here you cannot type anything, so you have to convert into the step insert mode. Okay. So in insert mode, I type anything, complete this, convert into the read only mode first, and then here colon q, remember, look at the bottom section, colon q, colon q. If you do that, it will quit without saving. Oops, sorry, it will do without saving. This one, q and exclamation, it will not save it. See here, no files. Okay, again, just let me write it. And now if you want to save and exit, so escape colon wq, wq, save and exit, and now you have a file. You can see through more command I use a lot, or cat command also you can use it. See, so remember that vi editor, very basic editor, you should try to learn this, very basic editor. But but when you go inside the vi editor, read only mode, press I for insert mode, do whatever the changes you want to do. If you want to save it or exit without a saving, you have to come on the read only mode, escape, and then wq or q exclamation. That's a fundamental you should know, but rest of the things also you have to practice. There are so many things. So I would like to show you some cheat sheets also. So here, before that, it's a vi. Okay, vi is not there. Okay, it's a different tool altogether. I need to check. Okay, so go for cheat sheet, and here all the cheat sheets are available. So vi editor, you see here, you have a cheat sheet available. Awk editor also you have cheat sheet. Grep also you have cheat sheet. Grep, no. Said, yes, we have it. So these are the cheat sheet will help you to practice it. But once you have to complete first thorough stuff, and then come back to the cheat sheet, and then have it this techniques and all kind of things. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes.
Yeah. So guys, these are the commands which I feel for the user is important to understand. But yeah, this URL, you have all the commands in detail. You have to practice it, and then you have to get it. Also, don't stress yourself to learn every commands, because this is a gradual process. I'm working on Linux from last 15 years, and still, when you have a certain scenarios to check the parameters or commands, by now I remember that most of it, but parameters you don't remember as it is. So you have to refer that to Google again for parameter patterns and all stuff like that. So take it in that way. When you want to do something, you will have a commands, you should find it, and it's easy. But first few commands you have to practice it. Okay, so this was the user commands. Now we have few stuff which is there, which is called admin Linux command, and then we have a shell scripting, and then we have a vagrant tool. So these two tools, three topics we were supposed to cover today, but I think for now I'll let you practice, and then in the next session, which is tomorrow, these three commands I'll cover. Will that be okay for everyone?
Have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devoxschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.